Hello, Falcons film fanatics. This is your host, Lieutenant Dan, and I want to discuss the Falcons' performance now that we've completed the first quarter of the regular season, plus the bye week and Miami Dolphins game. This will have been recorded right before the Patriots game, so here are my thoughts, at least just on the offense. My observation of the offense under new offensive coordinator Steve Sarkisian is that the Atlanta Falcons are underutilizing the specific talents of the offensive playmakers. I believe that is a direct reflection of the play calling that he has chosen and in turn not highlighted the strengths of each individual player. Here are a couple of examples that I have seen in my film breakdowns and film studies. Tevin Coleman running inside zone concepts versus strengths that he is able to utilize in running outside zone and toss plays. That is not to say that those plays don't exist in Sarkisian's book, but I have seen very little use of that type of play. Austin Hooper and Sarkisian promised to use him as a main feature in this offense, but for the most part, Hooper has been used in the majority for blocking or deception purposes, and even in a slight bit of check down work. Matt Ryan, his major strengths is the play action, which thankfully is still consistent with the play calling, but Sarkisian has now integrated fade and streak patterns to the smaller wide receivers and has increased Matt Ryan's interception rate because of it. This is not to say that the wide receivers have not caused some of the interceptions with terrible anticipation to passes, but the overall consensus is that Matt Ryan's interception rate has gone up because of the play calling and these types of calls integrated. This brings me to the wide receiving core and each individual wide receiver strengths, which I will list for you now. Julio Jones and his slant and deep route runs are the most effective for him. I have barely seen them. Tyler Gabriel and his screen or fade routes. I have also barely seen these. Mohamed Sanu and his curl and post route combinations that have made him so effective in Atlanta Falcons play. I have barely seen these. Justin Hardy and his stop and go and slant routes I have seen very little of, and in fact have seen very little use of Justin Hardy at all. Sarkisian has used plays that contradict those strengths and the overall chemistry of this offense. The one positive has been his ability to use Devontae Freeman in conjunction with the offensive line. This is not to say that the offense doesn't work with his play calling. It's the same system, but now under Sark's scheme. There are times that it does work, but overall, Sark is stuck in a collegiate style mode and is using those same principles from the lower levels of play and the plays that just don't fit with a Super Bowl caliber team like we have. I believe, and after watching all of the tape from these past few weeks, that not only is the play calling really reflecting on the major issues that this offense has, but also the players aren't helping either. It is not to say that Sarkisian is the only reason why we are having problems, but also the offensive players not justifying Sarkisian's ability to call plays. In conclusion, I believe that if the Atlanta Falcons want to turn things around going into the Patriots game this week, they will have to utilize their players in a much more productive way. If you like the content that you're listening to, please hit the subscribe button to see more of my videos, as well as the like button on any of the videos that you enjoy. And please hit the notification button so that whenever I put out a video, you're notified on your phone, tablet, or on your computer of new content. This is Lieutenant Dan. Peace out.